Welcome to The Voice of Trust, a weekly podcast about consumer rights, trustworthy businesses, and updates on the latest scams throughout the Mid-South.
Welcome to Trustworthy Businesses. This segment is where we shine a spotlight on local trustworthy businesses that support the BBB mission on being the authority on trust in the marketplace. Today, we're turning our spotlight on the Great American Home Store. So please welcome the founder and general manager, Mr. Ron Becker. Ron, welcome to our studio.
Well, thank you for having me, George. I appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, you're very welcome. We're proud to have you. I know that, Ron, you support the Better Business Bureau and the brand. We're proud to have you on the board of the Better Business Bureau.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to be on the board. It's an honor to be a member of the BBB.
You guys opened back, I know you became a member of the Better Business Bureau in 2005. I guess you opened in 2003?
We opened up, and we built the building, or built the business in 2003. We opened in September of 2004, and I think it was in January of 2005 we became a member of the BBB.
So you know, basically the Better Business Bureau is, we call it now the sign of a better business. And, you know, it lets customers know that you're trustworthy and ethical. Any part of that just really registered with you? I mean, talk to us a little bit about your philosophy on trust.
Well, I've been aware of the good things that the BBB does all the way back to the beginning of my career in the industry, which was in 1972. And I just felt like the philosophy of the BBB is always treat everyone, every customer, every opportunity to do the right thing. I just believe in that principle. And I thought that we needed to join the BBB because it's a guiding light. Mm-hmm. We know what the BBB stands for and what their philosophies and goals are.
Right.
Is to try to protect the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that with their guidance, and when we have an issue, I stop and think about the issue, what is the right thing to do, what the BBB would want me to do, and so I try to follow that philosophy.
See, that's really powerful. And I know that you guys have a great reputation. I know if you just go to our site and look at the profile, you'll see all the great reviews. Talk to me about what you're excited about today in the furniture business and just kind of an overview.
Well, our industry follows the home building industry. Mm-hmm. And when people are building homes and buying new homes and moving from one home to the other, that leads to them coming in and purchasing furniture. Mm-hmm. And with the pandemic, a lot of people were forced to stay at home. So while they were at home, they said, well, if we're going to be here, let's fix it up. So let's fix this den up. And everybody's home is their safe haven. Mm-hmm. I mean, at the end of the day, there's not anybody that I know of that doesn't enjoy going home.
Oh, yeah.
They want to go to a place that they feel comfortable in. And that's our job, is to make their home comfortable, make it inviting for them. And what we do in our industry, I think, is helping people find security, safety, and enjoyment in their home.
Oh, that's well said. Let's talk a little bit about, the mechanics of the store. What I like about it is I know you've got a lot of family members and your employees, a lot of them stay with you a long time. And
I do. I've got my oldest daughter. She later on in 2016, my youngest son, Joseph, and I had conversations about the opportunities of coming into the business and helping me improve on some operational aspects of the business and to help me grow the business. So,
see, and that's what's really good too. Got, family. Personally, you have got a marketing guy that is tremendous and really talented. His name is Jack Wells.
Jack Wells.
And he does a fabulous job for you guys. And so, I know he feels like he's part of the family.
He is part of the family.
Yeah.
Jack and I have known each other 45 years.
Man.
So we did business together when we were young men, and that relationship just kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And finally, about 10 years ago, I got him to come to work for me. So, and we've had a good relationship. Very much an instrumental part of the team.
And I know we have a lot of people listening that are new entrepreneurs coming up. Talk to me a little bit about your life journey and your impressions, anything that you would like to pass on to young entrepreneurs.
I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. My grandfather owned the first moving and storage business in Memphis, Tennessee. He opened that business in 1919.
Mm-hmm.
And he died at an early age. And my grandmother, who was very, very instrumental in my life, and she taught me the basics, principles that I try to live by. She says, treat everybody with kindness, treat everybody with respect, and always do the right thing by everybody every time, whether somebody's looking or not looking. And you follow those principles, good things will come your way. I would strongly recommend to young people to think about what you do in life and think about the purpose of why you're doing it, and always do the right thing.
Being ethical, is so important, and it all has core values, if personally, that you're doing the right thing. And if you're trying to start a business, why not be part of the Better Business Bureau, for example, because it is a sign of, hey, we're a better business, we're trustworthy. So
that's the reason that we joined, George, was that I wanted to have somebody as my guiding light.
Mm-hmm.
The BBB was that organization. And I'm telling you, when a customer walks up to your front door and they see that you're a member of a BBB, I think that silently says a whole lot about your organization. And I think it puts the consumer at ease and comfort that they're doing business with a good company.
Oh, absolutely.
And I know the BBB's got some strong guidelines that you got to follow.
That's right.
And if you don't follow them, you can't be a member.
Yeah, and it's a crazy thing. We loved having members, but not everyone can join. Yeah,
that's why I'm proud to be a member.
Yeah.
But also the BBB in this community and in this region is one of the strongest BBB organizations in the country, and Memphis needs to be proud of that.
Yeah, that's a really good
Memphis
point.
in the Mid-South should be.
So right. I mean, I'm proud to be part of the Better Business Bureau just because of that.
It is a great organization, and Memphis should be very proud of.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. In closing, I want to ask you, Ron, I mean, again, like I say, we have a lot of people who listen to our podcast that are, entrepreneurs starting up businesses. And, it's tough out there. Any tips on starting a business?
I think that in starting the business, you have to make 100% commitment. It's not something that you're going to do part-time. It's not something that you can halfway commit to. You've got to commit to it. You've got to make personal sacrifices. Your family needs to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you've committed and you're completely committed, you have to start with the principle of doing the right thing every time. Don't start the business to get rich. You start the business to seek fulfillment in life with something that you love doing. And when you do it for all the right reasons, good things would follow. But you have to treat everybody with respect and kindness, and always remember principle number one: do the right thing.
Oh, well said. Ron Becker, Great American Home Store. Ron, thank you so much for coming in today, and we invite everybody to please check them out. If you need some furniture for your home, check them out. They've got a great selection, and Trustworthy Business.
Thank you, George. I appreciate the
Thank you
opportunity to speak.
Thank you so much, Ron. We'll be right back.
You've been listening to The Voice of Trust, a podcast produced by the Better Business Bureau of the Mid-South and recorded at the BBB Mid-South Podcast Studio in Memphis, Tennessee. Check us out at bbb.org.